and welcome back to Rocky Top Rundown, your home for all things Tennessee athletics. I'm Samara Carpenter here with Michael Ware, and we're here to give you this weekend's rundown.
That's right, Samara. It was an action-packed weekend in Vol Country, so we have a lot to cover today. Now, this is where we would normally talk about how the football team did, but we were fortunately graced with a bye week. Instead, let's talk about the crazy SEC football slate we saw this past Saturday.
Let's do it. With Ole Miss trailing Kentucky by 3 in the third, Jackson Dart throws a dart to receiver Trey Harris for a touchdown for the lead. Look at him getting that end zone. In the fourth, however, Kentucky responds when quarterback Gavin Wimsatt rushes towards the end zone, fumbles, then is recovered by tight end Josh Caddis for the touchdown. Kentucky completed the upset, winning 20-17.
Now going to Arkansas versus Texas A&M. Early in the fourth, kicker Kyle Ramsey kicks in a 45-yard field goal to break the tie 17-14. But the Aggies would march right back down the field, and quarterback Marcel Reed throws it to Trey Watson for the game-winning touchdown. Aggies go on to win 21-17.
With the Sooners down 10-21 in the fourth, Oklahoma running back Javante Barnes runs it in the end zone to bring the lead down to 5. The Tigers try to cushion their lead on offense but are snubbed by linebacker Kip Lewis as the intercepts the ball and runs it in for a pick six. Sooners win 27-21. Look at him, a little sad on the face.
A lot of disappointment there for Auburn as they held a big lead over a ranked opponent this week. We now go to Austin, Texas, where the Bulldogs and Longhorns face off. Texas offense firing on all cylinders early as quarterback Arch Manning throws a dime to wide receiver DeAndre Moore for a touchdown, bringing the score to 14-6. The Manning-Moore duo does not stop there as Manning throws a 27-yard lob to Moore, once again resulting in a Longhorn touchdown.
Wait, let him do his dance real quick.
They got all the celebrations today, and now the offense still isn't done, as wide receiver Isaiah Bond is going to take the end around 26 yards to the end zone, putting the final nail in the coffin as Texas wins 35-13. And it's his classic Bond Selly, as the last name says.
We now go to arguably the biggest thriller of the week, Georgia at Alabama, as Georgia tries to make a comeback in the second half. Quarterback Carson Beck throws it to receiver Arion Smith for the touchdown, shaving off 7 points of Alabama's lead. Georgia keeps the momentum going as Beck throws another touchdown pass now to tight end Lawson Lucky to bring Bama's lead down to 12. Georgia marches down the field yet another and hands the ball off to receiver Dillion Bell for their fourth touchdown, making it a one-score game.
Now Georgia looking to complete the comeback with less than 3 minutes in the fourth. They need a big play, and they get it as Georgia catches it for a deep 67-yard touchdown pass to Dillion Bell. That brings them to a 1-point lead. With the pressure on Alabama's offense, quarterback Jalen Milroe fires down the sideline to freshman 17-year-old Ryan Williams, who spins away from two defenders, and that would be the game-winning touchdown, thwarting Georgia's potentially historic comeback against the Crimson Tide. Now, what a crazy bunch of games that was. That Georgia-Bama game especially was an instant classic. Now, while I don't give Georgia credit for much, I will give them credit for allowing the Vols to slide right into that number 4 spot in the AP poll.
Most definitely. They tried to give Alabama a run for their money with a late comeback, but they just couldn't get it done. Georgia wasn't the only team to face Alabama last week. The 20th ranked Lady Vols were in action last night, Wednesday, as they opened up SEC play against the Crimson Tide at the Food City Center.
We open up the first set here as Ellery Reese serves it up for the Tide. And the Vols are going to start this party off with a Peyton Chapman kill. Later in the first, Lady Vols leading 13-8, Alabama struggling to get it over, and Kiki Granberry gets in there for the kill. And after a poor serve from the Tide, Tennessee would go on to win the set 25-17.
Now on to the second. Vols down by 3 as they get blocked once, they get blocked twice, but the third time's the charm as Peyton Chapman gets another kill. And it wouldn't be a Lady Vols highlight reel without a monster spike from Nina Kajic as she cuts the lead to 2. Later in the set, tied up at 24. Lady Vols trying to get something going as Kajic goes up for another kill but is blocked by Jordan Towns. The take the second set 27-25.
Now on to the third here, tied serving as Ellie Reese has another error serving, tying it back up at 7. Lady Vols now leading 20-17, Bama trying to get something going, but Jordantown sends that spike right into the official point to the Lady Vols. And they would take that set 25-20.
Going into the fourth set, the Lady Vols lead 2-1, and Tennessee looking to strike early, and they do just that with the kill from Kajic. Later in the set, the Tide on a 9-point scoring run, and Sophie Agee gets blocked by Peyton Chapman, and Chelsea Sutton not much after that, as Alabama takes the set 25-23.
Now we're in the fifth and decisive set here. Alabama saves that from going out, but there's much more where that came from as Peyton Chapman gets another kill. A little later on, Vols leading 12-9, Nina Kajic with another monster kill. Now minutes later, Alabama tries to get a run going, but another errant serve won't help that as the Lady Vols win the fifth set 15-11 and take down the Tide 3-2. The Lady Vols traveled to Norman Sunday to take on Oklahoma, but would drop that one in 4 sets.
The Lady Vols are now 8-4 on the year. They travel to Oxford to face the Ole Miss Rebels on Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. 5 sets is a lot, but I guess that's how you got to open up SEC play, and the Lady Vols were able to get it done.
Yes, they were, Samara. I guess all the Lady Vols were getting after it this weekend because Tennessee soccer saw some action as well.
Despite weather delays that kept the Lady Vols sidelined for a whole week, number 25 Tennessee was back home in Regal for an in-state matchup against Vanderbilt. Redshirt junior Ally Zazar reached a major milestone in her career. Against Vanderbilt, she made a season-high 11 saves, including a crucial penalty kick stop, securing her 100th career save for the Lady Vols. Despite her heroics, the game ended in a 1-1 draw. Zazar's performance continues to solidify her status as one of the best goalkeepers in college soccer. Tennessee will stay in Knoxville to host Missouri on Friday at 7.
It seems like the University of Tennessee has entered into a new golden age of sports in recent years. From a baseball national championship in May, deep runs in March Madness, top 5 football program, and a top 25 in volleyball, swimming, diving, Tennessee really is becoming an everything school.
We're joined now by Rocky Top Rundown reporter Seth Reynolds for a look inside another top UT team. Hey Seth, welcome to the show.
Hey Samara, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for being here. So what top team are you here to talk to us about today? Will it be tennis, soccer?
No, not quite. I'm here to talk to you about UT Rocket League. While, no, it's not a traditional sport by any means, there's still a massive collegiate Rocket League scene, and the University of Tennessee, like in all those other sports, are absolutely dominating. I recently spoke with team representative Joseph Broderick about the team's historic season.
You're playing soccer with cars in a cage, and they can fly.
Rocket League, a popular online multiplayer competitive video game, is one of the largest games in the world of esports. The UTK Esports Club has 4 Rocket League teams, all of which compete with other colleges around the country. Joseph Broderick, aka Joe Bro, is on UTK Orange, the A team at UTK.
So we're actually in a few different leagues. So we're playing in one called CCS, which is all of the Division I colleges. So right now we're ranked number 1 in all of Division I, which is super cool. We're also playing in the SEL, which is the Southeastern Esports League. And we're also ranked number 1 in that right now.
The program's success didn't just come overnight.
It's honestly been insane to see because even just my freshman year, we were okay. We ended up winning a LAN and getting second at another one. So we were pretty good. And then seeing the development from there to now where we're like getting national recognition is actually just an insane thing to see.
Where they are going is mostly thanks to Joe Bro's recruiting efforts.
One of our 2 other players is Crisp, who used to be a professional Rocket League player, or pretty close.
Cody Smith, aka Crisp, is currently the 226th ranked player in North America. Not long after, Joseph was contacted by another up-and-coming player who wanted to play for Tennessee.
But I got a DM from him saying that he was going to come here and kind of ignore all of his scholarship opportunities at other universities. So that was pretty cool hearing that. And he actually just won like a $125,000 tournament recently.
That player is Tyler Buell, aka Tybu. He is currently a freshman at UTK and is often referred to as the Nico Iamaliava of Collegiate Rocket League. While he, Cody, and Joseph are great teammates on the virtual pitch, It's their real-life bonds that make the team truly special.
I've really enjoyed getting to know everybody that's involved, and we're so close now. We're like all best friends, and we do everything together all the time. And I think that's something that isn't necessarily common for esports in general, because a lot of times it's all online and you don't see each other. But for us, it is important to be in person and to hang out, and I think that's definitely probably all of our favorite parts of it.
Unlike many universities around the country, the UTK Esports Club receives no funding from the school, which shows just how dedicated these students are. For Rocky Top Rundown, I'm Seth Reynolds.
UTK Orange looks to keep their dominant season rolling against the Old Dominion University on Wednesday, October 2nd.
How can viewers tune in to watch the game?
You can catch Wednesday's game as well as all other UTK Esports Club games at twitch.tv/UTK Esports.
Thanks, Seth. That sounds really interesting. Who knew? I might need to take a stab at it and show off my own Rocket League skills one day.
You should, Michael. I have no doubt that you do great. But that's all the time we have for today's Rocky Top Rundown. Be sure to join us next time for the rundown on all things Tennessee sports. Until then, I'm Samara Carpenter.
And I'm Michael Ware. Thanks for watching, and as always,
Go Vols.